Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the Williams warm-up, live and direct from Montreal. Listen, it's the first time we've been here since 2019 and we're ready to show you behind the scenes.
Let's go Williams! It's Williams! This weekend, Montreal! It's Williams! No one else!
Despite being in F1 since 2020, this is Nicholas Latifi's first home racing. It was cancelled the last 2 years, but it's here. And now these fans in Montreal, Quebec will be cheering him on. I think it's time to go speak to him. Nicky, hometown Grand Prix, you're sat in your very own grandstand. It must feel a bit surreal, no?
Yeah, definitely. It's a very surreal feeling to finally get to experience my home Grand Prix. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's going to go ahead this weekend this time. For sure, this Grand Prix was the one I was most looking forward to, and to have missed it the past 2 years because of COVID has not been nice. I mean, I think this grandstand has been as well 3 years in the making. 3 years planned, let's say so. No, just to be here, city I was born in, so much home support, family and friends here. It's a pretty special feeling.
How long has it been since you've been back to Canada? Must be a while, man.
Since everything kicked off with COVID, I've probably spent a total of 5 days back home in Toronto. That was prior to the Grand Prix in Austin last year. The last time I was here in Montreal would have been the last time the Grand Prix was here. So it's, unfortunately now I don't get the opportunity to come back home to Canada so much anymore, and even less an opportunity to come here and see a lot of all my family that still lives here. So it's it's just a very nice feeling to be back.
You mentioned family and friends a few times. Obviously, it's local, it's hometown for you. How many of your family friends will be here watching? How many tickets you sold? Did you get a commission? That's what I want to know.
Too many to count, I think. I think there's going to be a lot of people spread out kind of here in the grandstands, and I know I'm going to have a lot of people. I guess as many people as can fit in the paddock, of which is obviously a limited amount of passes we have. And then in the paddock club, I think the whole paddock club is basically for Williams is safely over 100, but probably that's even a very conservative estimate. Give
me your favourite things to do here. You know, obviously we're in Montreal, you know it like the back of your hand. Give me some recommendations. Where to go for food, where to go out, what are we up to?
I never actually lived here. I lived here for 6 months of my life. We moved to Toronto when I was 6 months old, but I've obviously spent a lot of time.
Too young to be hitting the bars, right?
Yeah, exactly. I've obviously spent a lot of time here growing up for, coming for family events, and I did a lot of my kart racing here as well. It was kind of split between Ontario, which is where I've lived, and Quebec. Those were the two big hubs for karting. But yeah, we always used to come here for the Grand Prix, even prior to me getting into racing. The kind of main restaurant, which is the one, like we kind of always had a family tradition of going to, is this fish restaurant called Milos. Pretty good. So it's very difficult to get reservations on Grand Prix weekend.
Of course. I'm sure you won't
we have
struggle.
the connections,
no,
we have the connections, but there's just so much to do here on the Grand Prix weekend. The whole city kind of transforms. They close down a lot of streets, have these different kind of festivals and events and whatnot, and it's just a very cool atmosphere.
Give me your favorite thing about coming back home.
I think just getting to see all my family that I rarely get the opportunity to see. I live in Toronto. I mean, obviously that's where my immediate family, well, I lived in Toronto, I live in the UK now, but that's where my immediate family still lives. But everyone else besides my immediate family still lives here in Montreal. So obviously I very rarely get to see my immediate family because I don't go back to Toronto so often, and even more rarely coming back here to Montreal. So, already I arrived here Monday evening and just been taking the opportunity to kind of catch up with so many of them that I haven't been able to see in many years, let's say multiple years.
For those that don't know, Montreal and Toronto, there's a bit of a rivalry, no?
Yeah, the hockey teams have a big rivalry, the Leafs and the Habs. I try and stay neutral from it.
That's why you want all the fans, yeah? Don't worry about it. Yeah,
I'm more of a basketball fan, to be honest. I had to go at some hockey for our head-to-head challenge, and it was not the greatest, but I won still.
You won, yeah.
But I was competing against a Thai British guy who was holding it like a golf club.
Yeah, I saw a few golf shots. Yeah, he's not making it to the NHL anytime soon.
So I hope I would have won. Yeah.
This must be an immense feeling coming back here and racing in the place that you were born. I mentioned that you've not managed to race, you've been in F1 this whole time. You didn't come here in previous years, no?
So I've had the opportunity to drive here in FP1 sessions only, in F1 still, in 2018 and 19. Obviously never did anything past that. I mean, the bigger thing for me, which I think makes this race even more special, is I've never even done a car race in Canada, full stop to begin with. I obviously did most of my karting in North America, but as soon as I made the decision to move to cars, I went straight over to Europe, Italian Formula 3, and I never did a car race in Canada in any junior category, so this will be the first time racing on home soil in that sense, let alone having it in Formula 1. I think is going to feel pretty special.
An interesting thought I've made for the guys watching at home is how much do the fans make a difference? Obviously you're sat in the car, everything's really noisy, but when you come around these grandstands and you've got your own grandstand and it's packed full of your fans, How does that feel?
I think it's going to feel pretty special. I mean, I already kind of got a little bit of a taste of what that was going to be like during the FP1 sessions, but there I did FP1. I mean, I was the reserve and test driver, so I mean, it's for sure different when you're not the actual race driver and you're jumping out of the car for the rest of the weekend. So I'm going to try and keep it all the same in that sense. I mean, naturally there's going to be that extra support, that extra buzz. Maybe on in-laps or something like that, I could give a little wave to the people in my grandstand. But besides that, you just try and keep it focused, business as usual. And yeah, I mean, in reality, this race is worth the same as any other race. So I have to try and treat it that way. I'd be lying if I said there's probably not going to be that extra buzz. But yeah, you just got to try and focus on your job and business as usual.
Any specific hometown rituals that you're going to get involved in before Sunday?
Oh, let me think. Yeah, nothing in particular. I mean, if I could find myself my, let's say, favorite Canadian local sweets here, which they have quite a bit of them, real shops here in Montreal to get them. They're called Beaver Tails.
So Beaver Tails on Sunday. Free race, a little bit of energy.
Maybe after the race.
Okay, as a celebratory snack.
Yeah, it's for those who don't know, it's like a Canadian dessert. It's basically like deep fried pizza dough, and you can put like whatever your kind of like sweet toppings. Like you can put like Nutella on it, like a cinnamon sugar coating, and it's my favorite thing to have when I'm back.
I can see your strength and fitness coach is crying over there. He's not looking happy when you said deep fried pizza dough. But honestly, absolute pleasure chatting to you, and good luck Sunday.
Thank you, appreciate it.
We're looking forward to seeing these Canadian fans cheering on Nicky and Alex at the Grand Prix this weekend. But off the track, we've got a pop-up store in the centre of Montreal. So let's check in with Adam and he'll show us around.
Welcome to Holt Renfrew in the centre of Montreal, where we've got our next Williams pop-up fan activation store. So you might have seen when we went to Miami that we took over a piece of store down on South Beach. Well, we've done the same here in Canada. It's Nicky's home race and we've got our Canadian merchandise range. So let's go and take a look around and show you what we've got down here. So first up, you can see we've got our merchandise offering. We've got some of our lovely friends from F1 here. Laura, yes, how are you guys doing?
Good. Thanks.
Enjoying the pop-up store? Lovely. And as you can see, sporting the merchandise as well. So we've got the lovely denim cap here if you fancy this, team caps, bobble hat, bit warm for that at the moment, so not for me. Socks if you'd like that as well, team kit, denim shirt, t-shirts, and this is actually my favourite piece in the collection, the Williams ice hockey jersey. And we actually had some members of the Montreal Canadiens down earlier, and watch out for head-to-head coming later in the week because it might have a bit of a theme challenge related to that. But let's head over to the main section of the store, and you can see where we've got the space set up where drivers, celebrities, influencers are going to be on stage across the week, so make sure you check out the Williams social accounts because there'll be lots to do and see if you're here in Montreal, autograph signing, etc. And of course, we've got to have the esports sims as well, and you can see a few people on there already taking on the challenges of Circuit Gilles Villeneuve. It's a difficult one, this one. I had to go earlier and it didn't go so well, but Alex and Nicky have been showing our guests how to do it as well. We've also got the Lavazza coffee bar, so if you need a pick-me-up after a long day, you've been at the race, you want to come down here to Holt Renfrew or before the day starts to get ready, this is the place to come. And now, I'm going to take you somewhere that I've been told I'm not allowed to, but we're going to do it anyway. In this amazing department store here, it's a very famous store. We've got personalised shopping, and we've been able to, as long as I don't get caught doing this, we've got a very special area that is just for us. And I believe it's probably going to be locked. So we might have to go and get the key and then we can, no, fantastic, we've been let in. This is our personalised Williams shopping experience. So if you really want to get in the vibe, just like me, you can come down here with our Williams specialists and they'll kit you out from head to toe in exactly what you want. So that's what we're doing here this week. And we've got more of that planned. So we'll be in London ahead of the British Grand Prix at Westfield in White City, and then Austin as well later in the year. So if you're lucky enough to attend any of those races, make sure you come down because we've got a lot of fun to have here. But now I've got to get myself kitted out with the rest of it now that I've got the jumper and the t-shirt. So that'll be it for me, and now you're going to have to lead me to it. Thanks, guys.
So now it's time to check in with all of our amazing Canadian fans and find out really how excited they are to have F1 back in Montreal after 2 years. So we're in Canada with a couple of Williams super fans. Now, talk me through this. First of all, introduce yourself, and then talk me through this amazing piece of. Is this official Williams wear? Can you buy this?
It's not, well, I didn't. It's not official.
Okay.
I got it from Redbubble.
Okay.
I didn't make it. I ordered it online. But yeah.
And where have you come from today?
I'm from Texas.
Texas to Montreal. Okay.
Yeah. So it's a little harder to get Williams stuff
Yeah.
in Texas.
When I saw the Latifi dress, I thought maybe you from Canada, maybe family. I don't know.
No.
This is real love.
No. Yeah. Just wanted something to, because I like other drivers as well,
Yeah.
but also support him. So.
Of course. So what were you most looking forward to about this Montreal race weekend?
Well, actually, we're going to go up there later to do a little bit of the F1 experience stuff.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, like a pit walk, see the cars up close. Yeah. So just looking for a good race, you know, see what happens.
Incredible. Well, guys, as Super Williams fans, we're Williams. We'd like to reward you with some
Awesome.
nice
Thank you
gifts.
so
Obviously, it's
much.
been signed by both the drivers. So
Awesome.
you can wear that on the pit walk.
Yeah.
Keep supporting Williams.
Yes, for
Pleasure.
sure. Thank
All right,
you.
thank you so much.
No worries.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
I'm from Vancouver. It's my first GP. Been to Montreal multiple times. It's a wonderful city. Lots of good food, lots of good history and culture, and of course Formula One here. It's insane.
We got a hat. Alex signed the hat. He answered one of my questions in the Q&A. And then we entered this cool prize where you can like get QR codes scanned all over the pop-up to see what you win, and we won tickets to the Grand Prix. So this has been the best pop-up ever, and I'm going to be cheering for Williams all weekend.
Yeah, I'm like super excited. It was like exhilarating to meet Alex, and yeah, I can't wait for the race. It's gonna be a great time.
I was so excited to be coming here, to see Montreal as a city, to see what it's all about, and to see what Formula One actually means to Montreal as well. Some of the streets are shut down, there are street parties happening already, there are checkered flags flying everywhere.
To see the circuit back and to see the drivers back and to see the racing back here, it's fantastic, and the city just comes alive.
The world's changed since we were last here in Formula One. 2019 was a particularly spicy race with a spicy outcome, but it's one of the fan favourites, it's one of the driver favourites. Montreal's a great track, it's a great city, it's great to be back here with Formula One. We're just really happy with the ambiance and we've really missed the team, so best of luck to everyone this weekend, we're so happy to have you.
So that's it from the latest episode of the Williams warm-up. Remember, we're going to be returning home in 2 weeks for the Great Britain Grand Prix. That's at Silverstone. Now, in the meantime, don't forget to download your driver card by visiting the app, or you can visit www.williamsf1.com, and we'll see you in England.